India was on my scorecard for this year, to really come and understand, India and Indian cuisine. It's got a lot of your favorite sort of aspects that MasterChef, the main series, has, like mystery boxes and challenges and stuff like that. So it's very familiar, but at the same time, you've just got these little pocket rockets who are able to pull off, arguably some food that is equally as good as the main series. Finally, I was able to work in a program with people with the same IQ as me. The thought of them getting or being better than each other just doesn't come into their perspective. They're just happy to be in the MasterChef kitchen. And that's so infectious to be around. So I was lucky enough to sort of grow up eating Bengali food and Kashmiri food and stuff like that. So even, I was drawn to, I guess, Bengali food in a way more, with the aniseed and the cumin and the fenugreek, that sort of sweet and spicy sort of nature of Bengali food really, really appealed to me.
All right, so today I have with me celebrity chef Jorg Zonfrillo, all the way connecting from Australia. Welcome, Jorg. How are you?
I am very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm really well. How have you been this entire, the lockdown phase, like we were just talking about? And, especially for someone who practically lives for food, it must have been very difficult, because you're just always traveling and in a hunt for, new cuisines and food and culture. How was this entire situation like for you?
Look, we're on the eve of restrictions easing a little here in Melbourne. At midnight tonight, everything sort of reopens, restaurants and cafes and stuff like that. So face masks are still on. Large gatherings are not on yet, but at least the shops are back open. I mean, you couldn't even go to the hardware store and buy a nail. So I'm pretty excited about it opening back up. But of course, as you say, I travel a lot, and I enjoy the discovery of culture through food. It's my shtick. It's what I do. It's what I love to do. And not being able to travel and discover physically, it's been tough, I think, really. It's something that we do as a family, and India was on my scorecard for this year, to really come and understand, India and Indian cuisine and the States. You've got 29 states you've got there. I mean, for me, it's, we were talking about it as a family. It's like, okay, we don't talk about it like normal people where we say, okay, yeah, we're going to go to, India for, we've got a 2-week break or a 3-week break. We're going to go there, and then we're going to go here. We sit down as a family and go, okay, do you think we could be there for 6 months? Can we work while we're there? Does that give us enough time to see all 29 states? So, yeah, it's tough. You're having to do it virtually, if you like, and it's just, obviously, it's not as good, right? So, 2020 is a bit of a write-off, but it's, I'm not alone. It's been a write-off for everybody.
Yes, well, we're all in this together.
Yep.
So, Junior MasterChef Australia has started, and you're one of the judges, you're one of the mentors. Tell me a little about it. How is that like, being one of the judges, and how is the entire experience like, and what's new this particular season?
Look, it's amazing. This is the third time that we've filmed Junior MasterChef. There's been a large break since the first two. Look, I was amazed, not only the level of cooking, right, but how passionate these kids were about the culture they come from. And you can really see that when you watch it, and you can engage with it because, it doesn't get too technical with children. They just talk about flavor and deliciousness and stuff like that. It's not, you don't get too weighed down in egos or competitiveness or whatever. You can just enjoy the food. And, it's got a lot of your favorite sort of aspects that MasterChef, the main series, has, like mystery boxes and challenges and stuff like that. So it's very familiar, but at the same time, you've just got these little pocket rockets who are able to pull off, you know, arguably some food that is equally as good as the main series. I mean, once you start watching it, you cannot stop. It's amazing.
But tell me, like, because you've also been a judge on the MasterChef Australia platform, you know, the one which has the adults, and now you have the kids. So is it difficult to sort of judge and mentor kids, or is it easier?
No, I think it's easier. Look, I've got 4 kids. My eldest is 19 and my youngest is 2 weeks old. So, at the end of the day, we were laughing and joking, saying that finally I was able to work in a program with people with the same IQ as me. You know, I am a child at heart, and, you know, I spend most of my time laughing and joking and messing around. So, you know, I was quite at home working with the kids, and, you know, it's different, but the same. You know, we are still critical of dishes, and our job is to, as you said, mentor them and sort of give them advice about what they might like to do better or consider doing instead, or, you know, and they look for the feedback, you know. So, and the other thing that was amazing for us to see between the children and the adults is that the kids are so supportive of each other in success or failure. They're so, you know, the thought of them getting or being better than each other just doesn't come into their perspective. They're just happy to be in the MasterChef kitchen. And that's so infectious to be around. It is such a lovely environment to work in.
Yeah, well, it sounds like that, and it does look like that. But, you know, initially you did tell me that you were planning to visit India and, you know, sort of just visit all the states and just to sort of experience the culture and the food and everything. But I believe you haven't visited India before this, right?
No, very, very, very briefly, we went on a fishing trip on the Ganges, trying to find a super massive, big kind of carp, it was a freshwater carp or something. And I was there literally for 5 days. And so I don't classify that as having been to India at all, because we basically flew in and flew out. So no, I have yet to experience the joy of India. I cannot wait though.
But have you ever, like, I'm sure, like, being a chef, you must have experienced, you know, Indian food.
Absolutely, yeah.
What all is that you've tried, you know, from the Indian cuisine? Do you have any favorites? Do you have any things that you like really liked when you tried?
Look, I think it's funny that I really related, particularly when I was young, growing up in Scotland. I mean, I'm from Scotland, right? So, there's a large constituent of Indian culture in Scotland, and obviously all the way through Britain. You know, Indian food is very important in the UK, and so I was lucky enough to sort of grow up eating Bengali food and Kashmiri food and stuff like that. So even, you know, I was drawn to, I guess, Bengali food in a way more, you know, with the aniseed and the cumin and the fenugreek, you know, that sort of sweet and spicy sort of nature of Bengali food really, really appealed to me, you know. So I think it's funny. I think, and that's for me when I start investigating later in life. You know, when you're young, you just accept whatever, you know, whatever's put in front of you, and you're told, oh, you know, this is Indian food, and you don't really, you know, as an 8 or 9-year-old or 10-year-old or 12-year-old, sort of look too far past that. Yeah. And as I was going deeper in my career, realizing that, you know, Indian culture has, you know, such rich sort of variances between all these different cuisines. You know, that to me is just like, you know, I'm addicted to that. So, you know, it's like an artist finding a whole new range of colors all of a sudden to paint with. And so, you know, I'm so excited. I literally can't wait, because I know for me, not only technique, not only aromas and flavors and stuff like that, but the culture of the people is that's the thing that you know, I love absorbing through gastronomy. I just love it. So I can't wait. So yeah, it's you know, I could talk about it for days, you know, like even shut me up, honestly, it's crazy.
I love the enthusiasm, and I really, really hope that you do get to visit India very soon. And I hope to meet you personally and to talk about,
Likewise.
various things about, food and culture and all of those things that you will be experiencing in India. But I guess that's all the time we had for now. So thank you so much, Jock. It was really nice connecting with you.
Likewise.
And I'm really looking forward to, watching the rest of the season of Junior MasterChef. All the very best, and hope to connect with you super soon again.
Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you.
Same here. Bye-bye.
Bye.